Well, hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of West Wonders. What's got me wondering today is thanks to a conversation that I had with some friends of mine that are in the managed IT services space. You see, a certain company that starts with an M that provides email services and online document services and a few other things you might know what I'm talking about, has started going more direct to their clients. In other words, phoning people that traditionally have gone through the managed IT provider. The M company has actually started calling them directly, digging into those accounts. So the question that I have is, who really owns the customer anyway? Is it us as the provider? Is it the original equipment manufacturer, the OEM? Or maybe it's the salesperson, or could it be somebody else entirely? So one of the ways that we determine who owns the customer is by who owns the contract. In other words, the paperwork that the customer signs. Is it with us directly, or is it with the original equipment manufacturer? That's a tough one, because in our contracts with the OEMs, there are often clauses about who owns the customer or which pieces of the customer. So it's not always that cut and dry. The second piece is maybe it's the relationship. In other words, whoever has the relationship, the first call with the customer when things go wrong, maybe that's who owns the account. That's also a difficult one, because depending on what's happening, if it's first level, second level, or third level support, they're going to be talking to different people within the channel to get their problem solved. So the relationship is a tricky one. The third one is maybe it's somebody else entirely. What if it's not the OEM? What if it's not us? What if it's actually the sales rep, right? We get our sales reps to sign non-compete so that if they move to a different organization, that they can't poach our customers. And the reason that we do that is because they have some level of ownership in that relationship and dictating what that customer does in the future. And I would also argue that the level of ownership changes depending on the day. So currently, any OEM provider that you deal with probably has a certain bucket of customers at the enterprise level, and also very low down on the totem pole with smaller customers that they deal with directly. And as a channel provider, you know that you have this big chunk in the middle, which is kind of your territory, with the kind of customer that you're allowed to sell into, and they'll leave you alone in that area. But seriously, is there anyone that's watching this video right now that has not had a conversation with an OEM when that bar has either shifted up or down over time? One of the people in the industry that I really like listening to is Jay McBain over at Forrester Research. And he's recently come out with his 2021 channel predictions and ecosystem predictions for the managed IT and managed services world. It's a very interesting read. I'll make sure that I provide a link for it, both here on the screen and in the document, so that you can check out the 2021 predictions for yourself. But he goes one step further, even saying that the channel as we know it, kind of understanding where our relationships are, where those ownership levels are, how we engage with our customer are changing and becoming more of an ecosystem. So that big question is still out there. I look forward to your thoughts. You let me know who owns the customer. And until next time, keep wondering.